Alright, this is going to be my weekly makeup basket. If you've never seen one of these videos before, if you're a new subscriber, all I do is I've picked out the makeup that I want to wear for this coming week, and I'm just going to go through and show it to you how I would apply it to my face. And this really helps me focus on certain products that I'm trying to finish up. First off, I'm going to start with my eyes. I have two eye bases this week. This first one, this is the Chanel Illusion d'Homme in Utopia. I think this was a limited edition eye base a while back, but it is this gorgeous pinky purple sort of glittery shimmery base. That is it right there. The sparkle and the shine on this eye base is just insane. It's so crazy. It is incredibly beautiful, and I'm really excited to play with this and maybe have some purple eye looks or pink eye looks for this coming week. And then if I don't want to go down the purple or pink route, I also pulled out this one. This is the Laura Geller Cool Lids Cream Eyeshadow, and this one is in the shade Silver Sands. Let me get you a little swatch of this. It looks a little bit silver, but it almost has like a taupey undertone to it, so that is it there, and it's really thin and sheer. So I think this will be great for any kind of neutral look that I want to do. For my eyeshadow palette, obviously I'm going to be using the Lorac Pro, but I was thinking, since I don't have a complete palette in here anymore, I would start throwing in my Lorac Pro 2. Let me just show you what these shades look like really quick in case you haven't seen this before. I was thinking the Chanel base could go with the purple one, and this one right here, this is called Nectar. Oh. I have some liners for my waterline. I have two. This one, this nude one, I have it in today. This is the Rimmel Scandalized Waterproof Kohl Liner in nude, and it stays in my waterline all day, so I'm really satisfied with that one. And then if I wanted a black one, this is the Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Eye Pencil in Perversion. And surprisingly, this does stay in my waterline for about half the day. I do have to touch up just a little bit with this, but I can also use it on the upper lash line too, so loving that. I'm almost finished with it. If I want more of a winged look like I did today, I pulled out the Pixel Waterproof Liner or Pixel Party Proof Liner, and this one's actually from Ulta, but they stopped selling these at Ulta. It does have that same brush tip that the Kat Von D Tattoo Liner in Trooper and the Physicians Formula 2-in-1 Eye Booster has, but this one is under $5. It's freaking awesome, but I'm so bummed that Ulta stopped selling these. If you can find this one in black, snatch it up because it is a pretty phenomenal liner. I also have two mascaras. This first one, this is the Clinique Bottom Lash Mascara. I just use this one. It has the most minuscule wand. It's about the size of my pinky nail, and it just allows you to get right up close to that bottom lash line and get every last little eyelash down there. So for my upper lash line, I have the sample of the Benefit Roller Lash. It's a pretty decent mascara. It has just a slight bend to the wand on this one, so it's definitely an interesting mascara. I don't think I have anything in my collection that works quite the same as that one. For my eyebrows, I struggled with them a little bit today, but for this past week, just having the one product, it was fine. I don't know what my issue was today. I had such a hard time getting ready for some reason, but I am going to be using the Anastasia Tinted Brow Gel. This one is in Granite. I really like this because it deposits just enough color, but it doesn't overdo it. Like, it doesn't put way too much in your eyebrow. For my foundation, I had issues with that today. So I have the Laura Mercier Tinted Moisturizer. This is in the shade Nude. This is about two to three shades too dark for me, so I decided to mix it in with something, and I'm in kind of a foundation rut. I don't really like the foundations and the stuff that's in my collection right now. I'm just trying to go through all of my items so I can go purchase something new that I absolutely love. So I don't think I've ever mentioned this on my channel before. I've been really scared to use this, honestly, because I have extremely dry skin, and I feel like this would just cling to my dry patches. Anyways, this is the Estee Lauder Double Wear Foundation. This is in the shade 1C1 Shell 15. And surprisingly, it didn't cling to my dry patches. It went on beautifully. I just dampened a knockoff beauty blender and I felt like it went on great. The issue that I have with this is this did not mix well with my concealer. I had some crazy issues trying to blend with the foundation and my concealer. I had actually went to MAC to pick up something for a friend that I'm sending her, and I have previously used up the Pro Longwear Concealer in NW20. I used that up last year in a Project Pan, but I think part of the reason why I did not like that concealer was because it was half a shade too dark for me. I was using it under my eyes and I had the shade NW20, and I'm definitely NW15, NW10. So I decided to ask her for a little sample of the Pro Longwear Concealer. These two do not like mixing together on my skin for some reason, so I struggled a little bit getting ready today, but I just wanted to mention that I'm gonna be, you know, trying to play around with that for this coming week, but I just wanted to throw that in there. If that Pro Longwear Concealer ends up not working out, then I have the MAC Studio Finish Concealer. This one is in NW15. It's just a little potted concealer. I just use a little concealer brush in there, and so have that one. For my powder, I still have the Physicians Formula Powder Palette. This one is in the shade Buff. The NARS Laguna bronzer is what I've been using recently. I love this stuff. I just did an update for my Project Pan so I can actually show you the inside of this. So I am going to be using this bronzer right over here. I might have to repress the Laguna bronzer by the end of the week. I will link my video where I show you how to repress bronzers, face powders, blushes, eyeshadows, whatever. Any powder product that you have, I'll link that down in the description box. But once it starts just being around the edge, it's 1,000 times easier to repress it all back into the center so you can get an even application on your brush. Onto my blush, I only have one this week. It is the MAC Mineralized Blush. This is in the shade Modest. I picked this up during the holiday collection last year in 2014. So that is it right there. It's just a very easy, I would say a neutral pink shade, very easy to wear. Very hard to overdo it with this blush. I don't even think it's possible. So that is a really heavy swatch of it right there. I love this blush, one of my favorites. And then for my highlighter, I also have a new item here. This is the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in the shade Lightscapade. And this is probably the most beautiful powder and highlighter that I own. This has swirls and veining of blues and lilacs, orange, pink, yellow. It is just stunning in there. So let me see if I can give you a little swatch. It's definitely like a pearly finish. It's really gorgeous on the skin. I think it's definitely a different texture than Soft and Gentle is from MAC, but it's beautiful. I'm excited to play with it. I do have it on today. That is a swatch of it on my skin, but I mean, like I said, I do have it on my cheekbones and everything. So really excited to be playing with the different highlighter. For my lipsticks, I'm just going back to my basics. I have a Project Pan going on right now. I'll link that in the description box in case you haven't seen that, but I have my Maybelline Color Whisper lipstick in the shade Petal Rebel. Just give you a little swatch of that. It's a really sheer, shiny, beautiful blue tone pink shade. I really like this lipstick. And then I also have this L'Oreal lipstick in the shade Fairest Nude, which is number 800. I have this one on my lips today. That is a swatch of it right there. I really don't like my nude lipsticks to go much darker than this. This is about as dark as I go with my nude lipsticks. And then over the top of Fairest Nude, I have this Essence lip gloss. This is the XXL Shine Gloss in the shade Nude Kiss, but I thought this would go over either one of them, honestly. It does have a little bit of pink in it, but it still is a nude gloss, so I think it would look beautiful over both of them. There's a little bit of, I would say, micro shimmer in here, but it doesn't translate onto the lips and it doesn't feel gritty either. So, like I said, I think it could go over the Maybelline lipstick as well as Ferris Nude. So, there's that. And then my perfume, it's going to be the Nicki Minaj Majesty. I love this perfume. Every time I wear this perfume, I really enjoy wearing this to work. I don't know what it is about it, but I just can't get enough of it. So this will be my main perfume for this week, but if you watch my weekly makeup baskets before, I do like to keep just a little small perfume in my purse or something. So this week it's going to be just the original Juicy perfume. This one isn't my favorite from the Juicy line, but it's okay. I don't mind it, so I'm gonna see if I can try and finish this guy up this week. Anyway, that is it for me. Those are all my items, so thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!